Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the Venus Through Signs series. This is for Venus and Virgo. So if in your birth chart, Venus is sitting in a sign of Virgo, this video will be for you. And just to clarify, it's not the same as the sun sign, although both your sun and Venus can be in the same sign. That does happen. So, no worries if it does, then this is still for you. But if you guys don't know how to find where your Venus is, just go to any free astrology site, such as astro.com, and enter your birth day, time, and location. And it's going to generate a free birth chart for you. Just look and see where your Venus, the sign your Venus is sitting in. If it's in Virgo, then this is for you. Okay, and this should be the energies for the rest of March. Also, I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you please continue to do so. All right, so let's see here. All right, and if some of you may have noticed, I don't know if it's a big deal or if you just want to know, I pull out 3 cards for like a heart of the situation. The first one is usually like the main theme, and then the other 2 just help to clarify it for me. Okay, so we have for the heart, 10 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Chariot. I know some of you were wanting me to hold the cards up longer. I'm sorry that I take them away kind of soon, but you can rewind and pause. Just saying. All right, so now we have the King of Swords, Princess of Swords, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. And then 2, if some of you guys are wondering, this is my spiral tarot deck. And a lot of times the spiral deck can speak to me more on a metaphysical and spiritual side. And I just kind of felt like we needed that this week. So I wanted to go ahead and go with that. Okay, so with the heart of the situation being a 10 of Pentacles, I kind of feel like you're kind of focusing on family, stability, legacy, wanting to have that title as husband, wife, fiance, boyfriend. Like if you're dating and you don't know where your relationship stands, I feel like you want to be claimed. Like, make me a girlfriend. Or for guys, you're like, say yes, be my wife, for those of you that are thinking about engagements. But I feel like a lot of you are also thinking about like the family business, or you're discussing having some sort of family business, or you and your partner are starting a family business. A lot of you are going back to your roots or your heritage. I feel like you're looking at your family tree. A lot of you are just trying to get back to where you come from. And then for some of you, you may have just received some sort of inheritance. But I feel like you're starting some sort of family business. You're taking some sort of information that's been passed down from generation to generation, and you're thinking how to make money from it. You're like, how do I turn this into a business? Or let's make this into a business. Let's put your ideas and my ideas together, and we're going to establish this company. I feel a lot of you are set. You have your mind made up. Feel like you're ready to move forward and you don't want anything to get in the way. Some of you, if your partner has been very distant, it's because they're focused on this business. They're very business minded right now, and they're not really letting anything get in the way or stop them from that. Also, um, this could be how you're behaving. Like you're like, no, I'm determined to establish something, this legacy, this foundation, and nothing's getting in the way. I just kind of feel like you're completely business minded at the time. Some of you had some sort of dream as well that told you or gave you some sort of direction. You received like this message from spirit that told you to follow your intuition and this is what you're supposed to do. And so you're like, you're following your spiritual path. This is what your angels or your spirit guides told you to do. And now you're determined and you're not letting anything get in the way. For some of you, something has to do with a travel agency or driving or dealing with something that has to do with travel. For some of you on an esoteric level, something about time travel. I don't know if it's like you're trying to say no, like this is really possible. So some of you are very scientific, or what do you call it? Not metaphysics, quantum physics. Some of you are really into that, and you're trying to prove that it can be possible, some kind of way. If I don't know, I just really feel, and if it's not like you're really trying to prove that it's real, then I don't know, then this may have something to do with some movie that you're really into, like Back to the Future. I don't know. But for some of you, I really feel like time travel is something real to you. Or maybe you feel like when you study about your ancestors, it is like time traveling or journey, or you're creating some sort of application, or I don't mean to tell your secrets, whoever you are, but I feel like you're creating some sort of app, or you're working on some sort of government project that allows time travel, or some sort of thing that alters virtual reality. Something that you're doing. You're mixing spirituality and technology together. Some kind of way. Sometimes you get stuck because you might get too far into your head, but you just go with it. I told you guys career might pop out of here sometimes, so don't bark at me. But back to relationships. Some of you may be dealing with some sort of air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And I feel like, too, you may be either involved with someone who is much younger than you. Like, it's almost like a parent-child type thing. Some of you have a strong relationship with your child, or the person that you're involved in has a strong relationship with their child. But I kind of feel like these are two intellects coming together to blend. Like you're drawn together by your intellect, your ideas drive you together, to come together. Like, although there's this age difference, you're like, but you get me. You know, you guys are like eye to eye. You know, you're doing that thing, like, you get me, right? You guys are on some sort of telepathic type thing, and you're mixing it with, you know, your dreams. You're trying to do something with making your dreams a reality, or technical, working on the brain, or something technical going on, the mixing of metaphysical, spirituality, and technical being mixed here. And then for some of you, just esoterically, I mean, you just have a telepathic connection with the person you're involved with, or that you're about to get involved with, if you're not already in a relationship. But I just kind of feel like you and this person, you guys are not babbling, but you're chatterboxes. You guys both just bounce ideas off of one another. They're wild fantasies that you're having, and you don't share this with everyone. A lot of information you keep to yourself because you feel like people aren't going to understand it, and only people that are on your same level will get you, and it's the person that you're dealing with. You guys have that both emotional and intellectual bond. Some of you now, okay, there's a lot going on for some of you. Like, there's a lot of things on your table, a lot of options in front of you, and you don't know what it is you really want. And at times your judgment gets cloudy, and sometimes that leaves you to be indecisive. And so you kind of just close your eyes and say, I'm just going to go for it, or let the chips fall where they may type attitude. Like, you're just going with the flow of things. You are trusting your intuition. You're taking some sort of big risk on a relationship, on a career, or both, or somehow those two cross, or I don't know, it's something about those two things that are crossing each other. Or if you have to make a choice, is it career or is it relationship, or you're trying to figure out how to make the two work together. Also, for some of you, you're hiding something. You're hiding some sort of secret admirer or attraction or fantasy that you're having about someone else, or you've been having dreams about this person. For some of you, you are working on some sort of sexual toy or product. Again, it's tying in with sexuality and technology. And it's based off of some fantasy you have about this water sign person. Could be male or female. But this is like someone that of your dreams, or your dream girl or your dream guy. But this person, in reality, they could be like a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go to the next row. I notice when I use spiral, I always start going on and on. These videos are going to be a little long this week. Yeah, there is that thing again about that emotional bond that you have with someone. Someone too may also, you or your partner may have the habit of drinking too heavily. Something about your imagination, somebody kind of shuts down your ideas, or you shut your partner's ideas down. You like kill that idea, scrap it. Something comes to an end with either an idea, a person, or both. Some of you keep having some sort of recurring dream or premonition about either death or just something ending, something bizarre. Some of you might be some sort of horror writers as well. Yeah, which explains like a lot of the mixing of ideas and technology. So that this could be you typing on a computer like your script or your story, your short story. Feel like you have you've been editing, you've been doing a lot of editing on something, and you decided to just scrap a scene or an idea, something you felt it wasn't working, or someone suggested you scrap it or cut it and start over. I feel like you want to be in control of your destiny. You do a lot of things for control, or your partner is doing something for control. Like, if you cut off communication for someone, it was to show that you're in charge. You have the power to say or demand what you want in a relationship. Or this is what someone has done to you. They've cut you off, and it's a power move. For some of you, I just kind of feel like career is popping out more than relationships for me. Now this could also mean that you're heavily involved with someone in your career. So I feel like I'm talking to a lot of people who work behind the scenes or do like a lot of behind the scene work, even if you're like just a movie extra. But I feel it's more so on a creative side, as far as like technical stuff or writing. And two, I feel like this is something that your relatives may have done, something that's been passed down, like, oh yeah, my father was in a business, my grandfather was in a business, and now I'm in the business of Hollywood or making movies or animation even. But there's something that I feel like you're doing a lot of control. You're like a creator. You're the master of your universe. People answer to you. Now also, like I said, the person that you deal with could be a strong influence, someone who dominates the relationship, who takes control of everything. They can be very confusing, or you could be very confusing, but it's on purpose. It's like you don't want people to figure you out. You want to stay mysterious and on top of things. That's the way to stay ahead of the game. It's like your strategy, like you're always strategizing how to stay on top. And part of that has to do with your creativity and your ideas and thinking outside the box and staying way out there. I feel like you meditate, you go off into some extremely far away land. Like sometimes you can go too far down a rabbit hole, almost like you get so deep and dark. It takes you to a place that really just doesn't exist. You're trying to get to the void. And that's how you tap into your creativity. Okay, so I'm sorry again for that is kind of going off more so into career for me. I feel like you're being led on a journey too. You're following your intuition. This ties into you following your intuition here. You're walking a tightrope with your eyes closed over a sea of water. And down here you're being guided. There's this like invisible entity alongside you, and you're just keeping your eye on a prize. You just see that light. It's dark. Everything is in complete darkness. You don't know what's around you, but you're going. You're following your intuition, and you're driven. And it's like you're not stopping. So maybe some of you are just like not really focused on a relationship because there's something within you telling you to go this way, move here, go there. You have to listen to your heart, listen to your dreams, follow your dreams, follow your dreams. It's not time, is what I kind of feel like you're being told about, a particular relationship that you may have walked out on, or why someone walked out on you because they're following their dreams. Now, too, some of you are being guided to your relationship, like by following your path, your journey, that is going to lead you to the person that you're supposed to be with, the person that is on the same level as you. And again, there's that telepathic communication that you have with someone. Someone is guiding you. You're not alone. Even though you might feel like you're alone and you do everything yourself, these ideas are not all of yours. These are your spirit guides. They're telling you what you need to do, and your inspiration is how it manifests. This is what you're supposed to do, and you're going with the flow of things. Now, too, someone might try to stop you. You might get tempted on your journey or distracted. But I feel like you're going to be you're going to resist the urge to I almost feel like, okay, like say you're traveling, literally traveling or going across. I feel like there's someone that's going to come across your path that may distract you a little bit. It could be a Leo, but this person is very good at captivating you and your desires. So, but I see you being resistant, like you're not going to fall for it. Like, as tempting and alluring this person is, I feel like you're like, nah, don't have time. Or it might be brief. I just kind of feel like you're determined to accomplish something. But there is someone that you admire very much, too. I feel like this person is your inspiration. When you're going to meet this Leo, man or woman, this person embodies a lot of strength, inner strength. They've been through a lot, and I feel like their past struggles is something that motivates you and is what draws you to them. I feel like you don't want to be drawn to them. You don't want to fall in love, but I feel like you're going to fall in love regardless. All right, so this has been a general reading. For private readings, you would email me, namat76@gmail.com. Just click on the description box and that information is there for you. And also, you guys, again, I ask that you please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Many blessings to you all.